What is the most memorable beginning of a Bethesda game? For some, it might be Skyrim's opening section that evolved into a meme over the past decade, or Fallout 4 with its narrative-driven sequence showing us the day when the bombs fell. There is also, of course, Oblivion, where you escape from the prison accompanied by the Emperor, however, it doesn't go as planned. My favorite one, though, is the opening of Fallout 3. So, in this video I will be talking about what makes the beginning of Fallout 3 so unique, or some might say, special. Unlike any other RPG where you create or being given a character with a certain backstory, here you start at birth. Within the next 20 or so minutes, you will experience moments from the protagonist's early life in which the tutorial is integrated. In the 1-year-old section, you will learn how to walk and interact with the environment. But most importantly, you will be presented with the famous Fallout attribute system, Special. And in this game, each attribute is explained in the form of a short verse from a children's book. I love this design decision because it simply makes sense. After all, your character is a 1-year-old child at this moment. After that, you participate in the protagonist's 10th birthday party, where you get to meet many residents of Vault 101, a childhood friend Amata, her father the Overseer, a trio of bullies that are invited to this party for some reason, and other less important characters. You also receive your own Pip-Boy 3000 and learn how to shoot. It's not a particularly interesting part of the opening section, but it introduces a glance at a life within Vault 101, where the character is expected to spend their whole life. In the next segment, the protagonist is 16 years old and is getting ready to take a GOAT exam, which is basically a personality test to distribute your character's skills. The test itself is frankly the worst part of the whole beginning of the game. Test questions are fun and share the tone of the Fallout universe, but the problem is that it takes just too much time as every question is being read by the teacher. Plus, once you're done, you can redistribute the skill points however you like. But what I love about this part of the opening section is what happens before you take this test. On your way to the class, you will see the trio of bullies from the previous segment harassing Amata, and while you can simply ignore it, this encounter is worth participating in, as it shows the variety of choices you can make to resolve this situation. You can straight out get into the fight with Butch and his lackeys, or you can threaten him, though this is RNG based and you might need to save scum to get the desired result. You can also help Butch to harass Amata if you're not afraid to lose karma. But there is one way to resolve this encounter that I love the most. You can talk to Wally and push his pride, telling him that he's just a follower of Butch and can't do anything on his own. In the end, he's getting angry that people may think that he's below Butch and decides to leave. While this encounter doesn't really affect anything except the karma, it's amazing because it allows you to create your own story with your own choices, and this is one of the most important things in this kind of game. In the final part of the opening section, you learn that your character's father has left the vault and the Overseer is looking for you. Now your goal is to escape, and to do that, you need to open the vault. To achieve that, you need to open the door to the Overseer's office and then unlock the vault using the terminal. There are different ways to get into the office. You can use the lockpick or search the Overseer's room for a key. Alternatively, you can just kill the Overseer and take it from his corpse along with the password for the terminal. The password can also be obtained from the locker inside the office, or you can just hack the terminal. While this part is essentially a tutorial section, the game doesn't enforce lockpicking or hacking tutorials upon you unless you choose this particular approach to the game. There is also one small moment where you meet Butch and he's asking for your help to save his mother who was attacked by red roaches, and it's up to you whether to do good thing or not. It's a nice little detail, an additional encounter that allows you to make a choice this early in the game, And though it won't affect your playthrough, except Butch would give you his jacket if you agree to help, it still gives you a choice. The opening section of Fallout 3 does what any beginning of a video game should do: introduce you to the game, show the basic mechanics, and set your expectations. But it also goes even further, as from the narrative standpoint, you've seen the protagonist's early life and you know them from the gameplay, not the text description. And by the time you open the vault's door, both you and your character see the world for the first time, the huge world that is yours to explore.